नमस्कार दोस्तों, माई सेल्फ प्रोफेसर बलविंदर सिंह. I am working in Shri Baba Masnath Institute of Pharmaceutical Sciences and Research, Baba Masnath University, Astalbhor, Rohtak, Haryana. Today I will give my presentation on cephalosporins. I am thankful to my son Mr. Ashish Saini for typesetting and media recording of this presentation. Cephalosporins are semi-synthetic antibiotics. The source of cephalosporins is cephalosporin C from Cephalosporium fungus. The basic ring, it has a beta-lactam basic ring. Penicillins also have beta-lactam ring, but it is different from penicillin. Cephalosporins are different from penicillins due to different side chains. Pharmacodynamics, mechanism of action. Cephalosporins stops bacterial cell wall synthesis. Cephalosporins combined with different penicillin binding proteins other than those with which the penicillins bind. Cephalosporins are bactericidal. Some resistance is offered by beta-lactamase producing bacteria. Classification of cephalosporins. There are 5 generations cephalosporins, and they are further subclassified on the basis of the route of administration, whether they are taken orally or parenterally. The first generation, second generation, up to 5th generation cephalosporins are there. In first generation, we have the orally administered cephalosporins are cephalexin and cefadroxil. Parenterally, cefazolin and cefalothin. In second generation, we have the orally administered cefuroxime, acetyl, cefaclor, parenterally cefuroxime and cefoxitin. In third generation, orally administered cephalosporins are cefpodoxime, proxetil, cefixime, cefdinir. In parenteral, we have the ceftriaxone, cefotaxime, cefoperazone. And the fourth generation, we have the only parenterals are there. They are the cefepime, cefpirom, and the fifth generation we have the again only parenterals are available, ceftobiprole and ceftaroline. So these are the 5 generations. So let us discuss one by one. The first generation, if we analyze cephalosporins, initially most of the antibiotics that were launched, they are very effective against the gram-positive bacteria, and they are the less active against gram-negative bacteria. So as we go on, the next generation, second generation, third generation, fourth generation, like that, and those antibiotics are more effective against the gram-negative bacteria, and those bacteria which are not covered or against which the previous generation antibiotics are they are ineffective or not effective. So let us start with the first generation cephalosporins. They are more active against gram-positive bacteria than gram-negative bacteria. In this category, we have the cephalexin, which is orally administered. Cephalexin is used for minor respiratory tract infections, skin and soft tissue infections. Cephalexin is less active for penicillinase producing staphylococci. Then we have the cefadroxil. Cefadroxil is spectrum is similar to cephalexin, but it is long acting drug, where cephalexin is to be given 4 times, means it is 6 hourly duration of action. Cefadroxil has a 12-hour action, so long acting drug is there. Cefazolin, it is also active for Enterobacter, Klebsiella, E. coli, so spectrum is increased in this cefazolin. Cefazolin is used for the surgical prophylaxis. These first generation cephalosporins are widely distributed. The cefazolin has a longer half-life. Now coming to the second generation cephalosporins. Second generation cephalosporins have the better action The first generation is more effective against gram positive bacteria. Now this second generation is having better action with gram negative bacteria and few anaerobes, and the action against gram positive is less as compared to first generation. Now second generation cephalosporins are active against E. coli, H. influenza, Enterobacter, Proteus, Klebsiella. Now let us have a look at the antibiotics under the second generation cephalosporins. We have the cefuroxime. It's effective when administered orally as cefuroxime acetyl, as well as parenterally when only cefuroxime salt is used. Cefuroxime show resistance to beta-lactamases. Now this cefuroxime is active against gonorrhea, Enterobacter, H. influenza, C. pneumonia and meningitis. Then next is the under the second generation cephalosporins is cefaclor. Cefaclor is orally administered, active against E. coli, Proteus, H. influenza. Then we have the cefoxitin, which is active in mixed anaerobic and aerobic infections of lungs. Now coming to the third generation cephalosporins, they have very good action against gram negative. Again the gram negative Enterobacteriaceae, Pseudomonas, few members of Pseudomonas against third generation few members are active. In meningitis, due to their better blood-brain barrier penetrability. They are resistant to beta-lactamases from gram-negative bacteria. Coming to the individual drugs under the third generation cephalosporins, first we will discuss about the orally administered like cefpodoxime, cefixime and cefdinir. Cefpodoxime is very active against Staphylococcus aureus, Enterobacteriaceae, Streptococci. Cefpodoxime is used in respiratory tract infection, urinary tract infection and skin and soft tissue infections. Cefixime is active against H. influenza, Streptococcus pyogenes, Enterobacteriaceae. Cefixime is a long-acting drug having action of 12 hours. Then cefdinir is active against beta-lactamase producing bacteria, gram-positive bacteria. Coming to the parenteral third generation cephalosporins, we have the ceftriaxone, cefotaxime and cefoperazone. Ceftriaxone is a long-acting. It is to be used once or twice dose per day. Penetrates cerebrospinal fluid, widely distributed. Now this third generation cephalosporin ceftriaxone is used in serious infections like bacterial meningitis, multi-resistant typhoid, complicated UTI, abdominal sepsis, septicemia and sexually transmitted diseases. Then we have the cefotaxime, which is active against aerobic gram-negative and few gram-positive bacteria. Cefotaxime is used in meningitis, life-threatening hospital-acquired infections, septicemias. Then we have the cefoperazone, which is very effective in Pseudomonas, S. typhi and B. fragilis. The cefoperazone is used in severe urinary tract infection, respiratory tract infection, skin and soft tissue infections, typhoid and septicemias. So basically it is given in the patient, serious patient, emergency patients which are admitted to the hospital or nursing home, and all these are to be given parenterally. Coming to the fourth generation cephalosporins, they are active against gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria. They are widely distributed, including they cross the cerebrospinal, cross the blood-brain barrier and reaches the cerebrospinal fluid. They are useful in gram-negative infections of urinary tract infections, skin and soft tissue infections, and serious respiratory tract infections. Now, these fourth generation cephalosporins are also effective in typhoid, gonorrhea, meningitis, mixed aerobic and anaerobic infections, septicemias. Coming to the fifth generation cephalosporins, basically they are because of their efficacy and their spectrum of action, they are very effective in MRSA resistant bacteria. MRSA is the short form of methicillin resistant Staphylococcus aureus. So this type of bacteria which are resistant to this methicillin, against these bacteria, this fifth generation cephalosporins are effective, and they are also effective in the hospital acquired infections. So that's all about the cephalosporins. सिफेलोस्पोरिन्स जो है पेंसिलिन्स के बाद जो है यूज़ किए जाते हैं. मैकेनिज्म ऑफ एक्शन सिमिलर है और दूसरे, लेकिन ये जो इसमें फिफ्थ जनरेशन तक जो है वो मॉडिफिकेशन करके नए नए जो है सिफेलोस्पोरिन्स जो है वो इंक्लूड किए गए हैं. इनिशियली स्टार्ट किया गया, देखा गया कि ग्राम पॉजिटिव के अगेंस्ट जो है वो फर्स्ट जनरेशन इफेक्टिव था. सेकंड जनरेशन, थर्ड जनरेशन, फोर्थ जनरेशन, फिफ्थ जनरेशन तक आते आते दे आर वेरी इफेक्टिव इन द वेरी इफेक्टिव अगेंस्ट द ग्राम नेगेटिव बैक्टीरिया. एज वेल एज जो सीरियस इन्फेक्शन है, बहुत ज़्यादा सीरियस पेशेंट हैं, लाइफ थ्रेटनिंग इन्फेक्शंस हो रखे हैं, तो उन पेशेंट्स में जो है ये थर्ड जनरेशन, फोर्थ जनरेशन एंड फिफ्थ जनरेशन जो है cephalosporins are very widely used. They are very effective. So they are the preferred drugs. So they are very important antibiotics. I hope you all understand this very well. In case you have any query, you feel free to contact me. My mobile number and email ID is given here. Now lastly, I am once again acknowledge the contribution of my son Mr. Ashish Saini for typesetting and media recording of this presentation. Thank you very much. Good day.